What's up, y'all? All right, so how did I find my strongest supporter, my biggest influence, and my everything through my active addiction? How did I find a way to get to sobriety? Like, what actually pushed me and gave me the strength to actually go from active addiction to active sobriety? So let me tell you the story first off. And if you haven't subscribed, I appreciate you stopping by my channel. And it's gonna be way better videos than this one, but this is a good one right here. All right, so I'm gonna start off telling you the story about how me and my lady friend at the time, we going through, everything in Memphis. So we decided, we're gonna move to Nashville, a couple of hours away. We far enough, but we far enough to not have to go through the BS that's going on in Memphis as far as my addiction, which we hanging on, our relationship hanging on by a shoestring as it is, but we ended up talking years and years after that. Like we didn't, this situation didn't break us up. But let me tell you what happened. So we finna get put out of our house in Memphis, out of our apartment at the time. I think we was up for like eviction or something like that. We really had been mentally left the place. We was like, we finna roll anyway. So we decided that we're gonna move to Nashville. She goes down there first. I'm still drugging and thugging in Memphis. I decide, hey, I'm gonna come faster than, we planned for me to come. So I decided that, all right, I'm gonna go down there. I take a bus down there. Like I said, this had to be like 2013 or 14, something like that. I'm deep into my drug addiction at the time, but I'm still on a denial. Like I'm still not looking at it for what it was. Neither was she. But so we two peas in the pot, confused. But anyway, how about I go down there. I already know a couple of people down there. So over time, I accumulated more people through working and her working, her people that are at her job. I met a lot of different variables that I would start getting my pills from, and selling pills too. I started to get more acquainted with people because I was looking for what I was looking for. But so I'm there maybe 5 or 6 months at this point in time. So I found the guy that worked at her, she worked at a hotel. I found the guy that stayed at her hotel. And his girlfriend, they arguing and this and that, this and that. This is just one of the people that I met up there at her job that were using pills or using whatever that I could go to and find what I was looking for. But so I made this acquaintance with this dude because his girlfriend is steady begging because she stayed there and all of this to my girlfriend. That ain't had nothing to do with me, but through the girlfriend and my girlfriend having a relationship or getting cool, that brought me and him together. But so I done been with him more than one time to take him to go grab what he needed, or for him to take me to go grab what I needed from where he knew I could get it from. So now fast forward, I told you how we met. So fast forward, and we get to the point where I'm like late night, hey man, or getting late in the day. I asked him, I'm like, can you take me to go find him? He was like, yeah, he got somebody. First thing first, from a true addict's point of view, you're gonna want to know like what's what. Ask him like what, get down, almost describe it down to the T of what it says, what it feel like, what the color is of what you're trying to get. And the reason being because after eating them so long, you become, to a point where you know what you're looking for, you know what you're not looking for. You feel like, and this is very dangerous, thinking that you know medicines like a pharmacist. But after eating pharmaceuticals for so long, it'll make you feel like you a pharmacist. But so, the guy tells me exactly what his folks got and everything like that. I'm finna take him. So, in the midst of me taking him, we got to pick up the girlfriend. So we pick up the girlfriend. I'm not even familiar with Nashville at this point in time. I've been here for a couple of months at the time, but I'm not familiar with the place. Like, I know I can hop on this highway. I'm using GPS, put it to you like that. So now at this point in time, after we wait on her to get in the car, we in a two-door Pontiac. Two-door, I think it was like a G6 two-door version or something like that. But so I want to explain to you how small of a car we're in. But so we go, I got the girlfriend, I got his girlfriend with me. My girlfriend is still at the hotel at work. So me, him, and his girlfriend are gonna go take care of this. She's just something we had to pick up on the way to go get him. All right, so boom, she's in the car now. That was a whole hour and a half ordeal just getting her from wherever she was. So I'm just looking at it in my mind frame like, oh yeah, I'm finna get what I want, so I don't really care. It's cool, we can go ahead and pick your girl up. I don't mind, as long as we get what I want. So he tell me where to go to. I'm oblivious. I don't know where it is. We going by his directions. But I got it on my phone to take me back to the hotel. That's the whole time. I just got that on in the phone, so I know, how to get up out of there. So we get to the apartments. The guy he's going to go meet tells him, don't pull in the apartments, pull into a restaurant. I think it was like McDonald's or something like that, next to the apartments. So it was like a little pathway or whatever that can take you from the McDonald's parking lot straight into the apartments, right by his apartment. So I'm like, this ain't unusual, whatever, but it's getting later in the night. So, McDonald's might have been only the drive-through lane working at this time. You know what I'm saying? So it ain't that many cars actually in the parking lot. But so, neither here nor there, I still want to get what I want to get. So, boom, he gets out the car. The guy done told him, like, just don't park in the actual apartments. So he gets out. I'm driving. He gets out on the passenger side, girlfriend in the back seat. He gets out. He goes through the cut. I'm on the phone with him while he going to go make the deal. For some reason, I can't remember why, but anyway, I remember being on the phone with him. Boom. He goes and gets in the car of the guy he was going to go meet. He goes and gets in the wrong car. So, it's a black lady in the car. I remember him just saying, like, yeah, man, just grab. And then he looked at her, she's screaming at him. He hopped out the car and he's like, oh, I'm so sorry, this and that, this and that. And so the guy that he actually was coming to meet, boom, now he sees him. He bails off and goes to the guy, grab what I was looking for. So as he's coming away from talking to that guy, the girlfriend's boyfriend or husband or whatever comes out in there, black dude. So I can't see none of this. I just know from the point of him being on the phone with me in the car and got in the wrong car, I could hear all of that. Then I hear him get out of the car and he try to plead his case. And then I hear him say, oh yeah, dog, this is who I'm looking for. Boom, the phone call ends. I'm thinking like, oh yeah, they finna kill him. Young white guy, you know what I'm saying? He looked like goth, like it wasn't nothing wrong with him or nothing, just trying to put you in the image of. He looked scary hopping in your car, you know what I'm saying, late night, unexpectedly. He'll be the person to shoot. But anyway, so the girlfriend, he tells me once he gets back in the car, the boyfriend of the girl or whatever, he approached him and, you know what I'm saying, like, what you got going and this and that. The dealer ends up straightening it out or whatnot. So this was a whole little 10, 12 minute ordeal while we sit in the car. And me and the girlfriend, I'm talking about like the car we're in, my car at the time, or the lady friend car at the time, whatever. I done pulled out the parking spot and got ready to pull off because I'm already in my mind, we finna leave him. The girlfriend is down with it. We finna leave him. If he don't show up after a while or whatever, we finna leave him. It just is what it is. So, boom, he gets to the car. He tells us the whole situation. We on the way back to the hotel room. It was serious, but at the time, I'm telling you, insanity is that thing that a drug user is actually going through. The mindset of the abnormal has become normal. And so, with that being said, my decisions back then make no sense to me now. But this is why I wanted to make this channel, to make it understood to the person that's going through it with a loved one that's going through addiction, or a person that's in active addiction trying to figure out, like, I remember feeling like I can never be normal again. This is just, everybody around me is like that. So this is normal. But, you know what I'm saying, after going to rehab, detoxes, and all of that, the person I am now, it's not the person I was. But anyway, so we on the way back to the hotel room, and I'll never forget, it was a yellow pill that I had never had before. But I had yellow pills that were the same milligram and all of that, and they all said the same ingredients. Remember, I'm a pharmacist by now. After years and years of using, now I'm a pharmacist in my mindset. But so it said the word of what I was looking for. So on the pill. And I was like, I Googled it and they exist. But I was like, I've never had this before. But anyway, so I Googled it. It showed up like it's supposed to. Everything look how it's supposed to. Me, in my mind, this is what users, you'll see a user break the pill thinking, oh yeah, if it look like this on the inside, then yeah, it's that. Like they got a degree in stupid. And that's how I was. But so, boom, if I bought 4 or 5 of them or 6, 7, I eat 2 off the muscle, or 3, because everything, I was used to taking 30 milligrams. So I was like, okay, so boom, I can take 3 of these and they equal up to what I'm looking for. We might have been like 45 minutes, because Nashville is huge. It's way bigger than little old Memphis. But so we might have been 35, 45 minutes. As a matter of fact, we were staying in Murfreesboro, if you're familiar with Tennessee. So anything going towards Nashville from Murfreesboro is a good 45 minutes to an hour. But so we about maybe, let's say 40 minutes, be on the safe side, away from the hotel room. Boom, I eat 2 of them, my usual. It's nothing new. So we on the road or whatnot. The girlfriend and him just talking. We, you know what I'm saying? We tripping off the situation at hand. He didn't get any. So he's on something else. He's doing his thing. Him and her doing their thing while we out talking. When I woke up, I was in the passenger seat at the hotel room. And so, with me being, this is me waking up. Remember, my girlfriend had to get off at the time. Well, she had to get off that night, you know what I'm saying? So the plan was go back to the hotel room, and that's where I'm gonna leave them at and pick her up. So when I wake up, I'm in the passenger seat, and you gotta wait on part 2 to get the rest of it. But I want y'all to know, like, man, subscribe, like, share. I want you to understand that these stories might not be for you, but these stories are for someone that's going through active addiction, or has a loved one that's going through active addiction that actually needs that help, or that word from a person that has been there, done that.